Or I could have taken those noisemakers and shut them out of the door. Then he would have walked out the hallway and I could have looted his place. Oh, hey guys, name's Tafford Bob, playing some Hallway Supreme. Oh yeah, that's that. And this is this. And this is this. Okay. Fantastic. Actually, where is this? Eh? Well then, fine enough. I don't know what this Nexus Stone is. Like, I can't put it down. I guess I just, like, take it and it's like, hey buddy, you got a stone? Sure. Stuff it in your disgusting body and make it stop having the stink of betrayal on it. Oh. Some people might be attracted to the stink of betrayal. You know, I don't know. I mean, who am I to judge? Well, I probably do judge, because I'm imperfect, you see. Honestly, I'm not God here. I'm not even the builder. I'm not even the trickster. I'm not even Edwin Catmull. And that, baby, is something we can all be indifferent to. Cut that out. Oh, hey. Can't fly because it makes my ears go pop. Maybe I could get another Jemmy Jam up here. Eh? Jemmy Jam. Ooh, Jemmy Jam. I'm serious. I'm going to find that frickin' song one of these days. It's probably some Canadian thing. Like, hey, I'm a Canadian artist imitating the 50s. The 50s didn't happen in Canada. It was always just a land of skipping about in the flowers all the time. Nothing bad ever happened here. That's why us Canadians just don't really know much about being experts about that. Well, yeah, it's the four elements. Sure, common trope, but why not? Pretty sure there's no reason for me to go up here. Oh, except if I want to save my skin, but yeah, like there's no gem just sitting around. Whoa. Okay, so they see me through the ramparts there. Let's skate off of them. Get it? That's a pun. Sometimes it's a pun. Sometimes my babble does make sense, you see. Oh. If only I had saved that one coupon that was mailed to our house like a zillion, 10, 20 years ago for some sort of burger place or something. And it's supposed to have been said served on a premium bun, but instead it said served on a premium bum. I seriously, not even kidding, but I didn't take a picture of this incredibly highbrow event, so it's lost to history now, and it is history. Make no mistake. You're not allowed. Mistakes. Mistakes, even just saying the word sends shudders down the spines of all. I think I may have gone every place here, but that's a pretty cocky thing to say, so I should probably... See? Wait, what? What? Are we going back into the Mazo Temple? I think so, unless of course I came up this way, which is possible. I don't think so. No, I did come up this way. Okay, well, there's a door somewhere. It's all locked. Also, did I explore the second floor? I think I couldn't get into the store, though, couldn't I? Yeah. Maybe I should explore the second floor. Before stampeding outside? Yeah, maybe. Well, here we go. I'm not even going to show you how I got here. Because, hey, do I look like a friendly guy? Maybe. Or maybe I'm just pretending. Yeah, so there's still danger around here, whether your name is William or not. Also, these doors open slightly slower than you might want them to. It's boom. Oh. If someone's looking for me, tell them that I'm inspecting the guards at the northern courtyard. They better waste Manuel's time if it ain't urgent than mine. Ronan, the cousin of Frogog and Solo and Fishish. Oh, Super Mario RPG. Oh, the enemy names are translated bad. No, they were translated with character and charm. Yoster Isle, Gobi instead of Cheap. What do you... How is that not the greatest thing ever seen from Ted Sheep Woolsey Man? Ever. You know, get it? Because sheep have wool, and I just said sheep and then wool and then sea. So you see what my babble is incredibly clever. But it's not clever unless you're really, 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 really negative and talk about the news and just slaughter politics in the news and just kind of act like... Then you're super smart, you know? The worse you make people feel, the smarter you're considered. Wow. Or so I've heard. Oh, so maybe if I want to get in here, I gotta go into the courtyard. I'm just gonna assume that yes, and call it a day. Wait a minute, there's no reason for me to be here. Nice egg crates on the ceiling. I bet sound audio up in there is supreme enough to slap an exhaust system on and paint light blue and downsize and no fooling no one. Well, it's none of my business if you fool no one or not. Because, of course, I'm the one being fooled, and which case, you know, so many doors. Why were they built? This is the question examined tonight by Probaround, which is a program that somebody else made up that I'm just using in a joke, because what you really seriously even gonna do? Ooh. Ooh. So, when I get random arrows out of chests, sometimes those are loot. I should probably pay more attention to what they are. Oh, yeah, right. Ha-ha! I never thought it would be so easy to take control of this fort. We used the secret passage to access the fortress from below. The few guards were no match for us at all. It was a pity that we had to kill some of the women, but we couldn't afford to risk violent escape attempts. There was this wandering mage, too. I don't know what a guy like him is doing in a place like this. Probably he was looking for ancient artifacts or power sources near the old pyramid nearby. I will grant him his life as long as he is of use to us, since the protective spell he cast is quite effective against those beasts emerging from the cleft. I do believe that they can't stand the bright daylight. I'm fine as long as we're gaining rich profits and get promoted to higher ranks, though some of us died during the fight. Let the greenhorns do the dirty work. Hey, man. These environmentally friendly horns are just trying to be decent folk. You come in here with your sort of stereotypical values that people feel that you have just because of headline stereotypes being all up in everybody's face. Life's quite monotonous here, but what else would you expect from a place like this? It must have been months since we assaulted the last caravan. To make it even worse, I was always the one who had to go and get water from the damned oasis nearby. What did they say to me? You have to go since you're the best man for this job. You're able to move with stealth and remain undetected. But then it got even worse. There's no water anymore since the well ran dry. We're trapped in this fortress and our supplies are diminishing quickly. And what do we do once all of our supplies are gone? What will Rodon come up with next? Feed us to the zombies? Well, maybe they wouldn't suffer hunger then. Well, yeah, I mean, when you feed someone, they don't be hungry anymore. Also, you're not waking up, which, hey, except you are good lord, man. Nothing.
Think you're so smart.
Well, you're stuck in a wall, so good for you. Alright. I've got a funny feeling that perhaps... No, sometimes that wakes people up, you know? That's what I've heard about space shuttles. Sometimes lockpicks wake up guards when you shove it into a chest nearby them. That's what I was told. Well, I kind of like the temple-y thing better than a bunch of shadowy hallways that look kind of square, which is a line that I just heard myself saying, and I remembered that I wrote it down or something, but why would I do that? Oh, I don't know. Because I'm weird. Or because I was looking for some sort of promo video. Of course, I don't care about that anymore. Promoing, I mean. Fear ranging of my ounce. Fear ranging of my ounce. Very horrid disease, and if you have it, you won't be able to drink any Mr. Clean at all. Well, you can, but it won't do any good for you. What I'm saying is, no matter how many chemical things that you drink or pour on your noggin, you probably won't survive the ordeal. How's it going? Well, now, you won't be confused about where I jump-cutted to that time, because it was obvious. Whoo! I'm an owl, but I have a very deep voice, and I sound suspiciously human. Hey, that's alright, don't y'all worry about that. I'm definitely an owl. When am I gonna start getting any key at all in history? Yeah, I see you there. Huh? Well, not in a bathroom. When is there ever... There should be a mission with something critical, vital, in a bathroom. There probably is. I like that stark lighting, though. Stark, raving... mad. Well, I did hear something about a courtyard, so I guess I'll go look at the incredible hulking amount of guys over that way, perhaps? Well, here we are. So it's time to just sort of walk in circle style? Rather a lot of you. And I'm presuming that dude checking on the guards or whatever is gonna have a key. Hey, you. Oh, you're going down the stairs. Oh. So somebody out here... Sure, I guess. Oh, no. Man. Huh? You are making me extremely angry. Grrr. So that's why I'm just knocking you out there. Well, when I get angry, you wouldn't like the way I behave, so, yeah. Oh, that's a zombie. Oh, that's a zombie! Wow! Oh, right, so this is a totally different direction than I thought it was. I thought that would lead me back to the start, but no. It's the Zombieville, and I seem to be ill-equipped to do really anything to them. And there's invisible walls everywhere, and there's spiders down there, apparently. Well, let's go visit Mr. Spider and Mr. Dead Guy. Oh, this is the sealed-off tower. Oh, and that guy fell so hard he made an enormous hole bigger than himself in the floor. Fortunately, spiders are like super deaf. That's what Run DMC was, super deaf, but of course now they got hearing aids, so it's all good. Well, alright. 5,000. That is a little bit steep seeming, but I've already got over 1/5 of it. Also, that sky is nicely two-dimensional, pixely dithered. Whoa. No, not a problem. Just found a nice fat toad. I can't believe I referenced that.
Is that you?
Well, maybe I have to go up there. Oh, yeah, I probably have to go up that a ways into the ominous cylindrical tower, and here's the randomly totally different and more furnished than the other towers. Tower. Pretty cool. Oh, a flash bomb. Good. Nice. Good and nice. Nice. No, not the most snappy on point episode, is it? That's okay. So say me. Oh, Bandit Chief's key. I don't know if you're Boron or whatever the heck, but, hey, it's a key. So I'm gonna have to satisfy and content myself with that and call it a day. How about I just content myself with it? I don't think I need to be satisfying myself with it. Not in front of you guys, anyway. Whoa. Of course, I'm not that kind of girl. Yup. Okay, so I do have the key, but, I'm still just gonna go up here because it looks super fantab. Okay. So, wow. This place is huge. I knew it had to be. I see you there. Crate stacking? Required, possibly? Nah. Wait, why is that there? Is it like a little tiny nook? Huh. Maybe, yeah. Weird. Or perhaps it's just like, hey, y'all, you can't do that because there's a crate. I don't know, but I'm gonna just try, because maybe if this is like a little nook in the ceiling, then whoops! Then, come on, mate. Perhaps then, I could get up to it or something, I don't know. And I reached through it. I wasn't supposed to do that. Well, there must be a switch or something. Also, I got stuck there, so I had to reload. That's pretty great. Like, am I supposed to try to put this out or something? No, it's just there to light it up. show me where it is. Well, maybe a switch is up top. I don't know. Honestly, don't really feel like running all around looking for it. I've had enough of that in that one mission I was just playing, where I missed so many secrets. Oh, wait, but this is just like, hey, some water, some cardboard sky. Actually an interesting style. Really? You got this enormous place. So much could be here, but it's just like, hey, I don't know what to put here. I guess I'll put nothing. Grr. Also, this is not supposed to be New Dark, so I should probably not be mantling some of these freaking things. I don't know. Honestly, well, I guess you just do that. That's kind of weird that that would be the official way. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Anyways, I've got the key so I could stop screwing around like an idiot any time now. But fortunately... Why are you chasing? Ooh, what did I do? What? Ooh, what did I do? Oh. Okay, well, that was weird and unfortunate. But sure, this place is super heavily guarded, so even lamos like me who like to BJ everyone can't. Trollolol. Wait, is there no... Hang on. I guess that... I don't know how you get at that time. Wow. So many guards at the castle. Times are tough. What are you doing? You'd almost think these guys come around specifically after I get over here, wouldn't you? I don't know. It's cockroach ants like you that... Wow, these guys are really well designed to just, like, surprise me. That's funny, I'm not surprised by patrols. But I am now. I walk forever, which is longer than you. Alrighty, Mr. Clothes don't match your face. Sigh when you hear these songs that say, like, something matches something else and you don't realize that it's not innocent and you start singing along. God, the story of my life. So if you wanted to know my life story, that's what it is. Singing along to songs as lyrics I didn't know, you know, like... Hand job from Andromeda, that sounds safe to sing in your parents' basement. And that's not the name of a song. Someone, unfortunately, it's just a lyric. Swollen Members, that's also a safe name because, honestly, what words can you think of that nobody would ever think means something filthy? Member? It's a member of a club. Who the hell would ever know? Words that you can have your kids say that they get in trouble for without doing it on purpose. Pretty much the most hottest trend going. I guess I could try going over that side of the wall. But no. Of course I didn't quite check this... Oh, right. That's why I first came out. Jeez. The more I spend, the more I make, yeah. Oh, here I am up here, okay? Oh, hey, are you guys satisfied with your childhoods? Because I'm about to ruin it by bonking your head so hard that you'll go back in time and get beaten to death in your school. Because, hey, that's how you teach people. These bleeding heart teacher people... liberated peoples believe that abuse leads to good stuff. We are the non-empirical party. I don't know. I think both parties ever, because there's only two ever, aren't the non-empirical party. Well, actually, I don't. It's just something I'm saying to piss you off. See, I realize that, you know, some people have success with pissing people off. Well, and so I'm trying it myself. I figure, maybe it would give me some extra pocket change if I could get on some sort of radio station and around the nation, wonder where Rome was, damn, be patient. I could piss people off by copyright infringing their lyrics. Oh, no. 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 What? What? No. Yeah. I hear you there, Zom. Hopefully... Also, is there no central... Of course not. that would allow the ruffians in. Hopefully this key does something. I mean, God. I mean, maybe it would fit this lock or some other one. I don't know. Oh, it's got to be that one door in the middle upstairs, because if it ain't, I'm gonna punch somebody's head off right into the mulligan stew. Nah, man. Nah, man, it ain't someone's head. It's just old pigweed. Right, so this is the run on Frogog, man. Ho, ho, ho. Freaking yes. Oh. Hey, Manuel! The mage thinks that we won't need Larius anymore, although he was quite useful in the past. He locked him into the prison tower, and perhaps this is the best solution for all of us. Just remember that you need to take the other staircase at the moment, since you can't access the old one right now. What concerns me is that there are no sounds at all to be heard from the tower. I hope he did not run on. P.S. If you want to take a look into the tower, the key is right here in the study. But remember to put it back where you found it afterwards. I don't want to punish you if you neglect your duties. Well, the lines may sometimes be funny, but at least they're not running off the frickin' page. Okay. It has been several weeks since we conquered this fortress, but it was hard to convince my men that this is no suicide mission at all. They tasted blood after I explained to them that the fortress is out of military use and that there are hidden tunnels leading into the fort. However, I didn't tell them a word about the catacombs beneath the fortress, since most of my men are more than superstitious. Even if they had known about them, there's no reason at all why one should fear the catacombs. There are no ghosts or strolling zombies down there. We remained hidden in one of the storage rooms below the fort, and were waiting for the perfect moment to attack. We hit them like a steam hammer when they didn't expect it at all, while they were sleeping. Those on patrol were no match for my men, although 5 of them lost their lives during the fight. But 5 men are nothing in comparison to what would have happened to us if we'd remained in our old hideout. We got used to this place in the meanwhile. There is more room, and it is much safer than our old hideout. Interestingly enough, the fort seems to consist of 2 different parts, the smaller and older military fort, and a new section built around the magical power source. I wouldn't be surprised if mages used to live here in former times. The library is full of ancient tomes and scrolls. I see no reason at all why we should return to our old hideout, even if the current threat should be over. Perhaps...
Better check my map.
Oh, it's a map. And because of New Dark, I get to actually stay on the page. Wow. Okay. Well, now I get it. For some reason. Oh, yeah. Awesome. So it's one of those you can't get in through the door here, but you can get in through another way types of deals. I guess. The lockpick sounds are... Oh. Didn't I try that one? Guess not. So it's not one of those deals. Alright, well, let's see if we can find some valuable tome or frickin' something. Well, it's not a tome, but it is valuable. Yeah. Loot comes at a brisk enough pace. Wow. This is really nice looking, in fact. I mean, look at that cheesy old star ceiling and this not cheesy, extremely nice looking bath with no frickin' water and no apparent way to get it in. I guess you could shovel it in with buckets or a steam shovel. I don't know. So, a prison tower. So this is always weird. It just kind of ends. A prison tower. Now, are there any other doors over this way that I missed? Could be. Well, there's this one. Is this the prison tower? Oh, it is. Oh, I thought it was that wooden one over there. Well, what is that wooden one then? And also... Oh. Oh, alrighty. So this wouldn't then happen to open this other door. Well, maybe there were 2 towers. It's a new concept. Do what but okay, it's time to meet some possibly undead guy in a tower. I don't know. I mean, I'm just making that up, but that's what I thought, you know. They didn't say I hope he didn't die. They said I hope he didn't, in which case, you know, maybe he is undead. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is. Well, that's just silly. I mean, this is the tower. That door would just lead me outside, wouldn't it? Well, whatever. I guess he was requieted on the rack. Oh, so I guess I gotta collect all of these. Oh. It's a teleportation stone? Weird. Perhaps I can learn more here. These texts seem to be written in glyphs. Finally, I found the third stone. Its shape is almost identical to the other stones, but this one is green in color. This seems to be additional evidence that this stone belongs to the element of earth. You can wander between the dimensions with its help, similar to the other stones, as long as you remain in relative proximity to the towers. It seems like this stone takes its power from those towers as well. The stone is useless if you move away from them. I had to remain inside the prison cell to use the green stone. I wonder who shaped these stones and why the other dimensions are so different compared to our world. They don't seem to be created in a natural way. I'm under the impression that they were crafted by someone to fulfill a certain purpose. There is no life at all, and I even doubt that time exists in those dimensions. So, the tower, when I found the white one, could I have used it back there? Like, they each have to be using their individual towers? Interesting. A new wrinkle. That... Freaking love it. But, you know, this seems like a rather mundane dimension. It's like, there's no torch and there's no book. Ooh, 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 ooh. Scary, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But still, how fascinating can you get? Well, you could probably get a little more fascinating than this, but what I'm saying is, it's slightly fascinating. Oh. This is incredible. Yep. This mission's amazing. Third time's the charm. Okay, so it's like some attempts at letters or not at all. A keeper. Oh, is that the keeper I'm looking for then? You.
Come on in, Garrett. I've been expecting you. We don't have much time left, so let's make it short. This is my diary. You'd better read it first before we go on.
Alright. Entry 2215. A conference of the High Council again. Nothing of interest as usual. 2216. I've prepared myself for another journey. This time, I'm going to visit the southern deserts, a region almost unknown to men yet. There is only one small settlement and a fortress near its boundaries. The fortress is the true reason why I want to visit the area, since there are rumors about a buried precursor settlement beneath the fortress's walls. Maybe a second Kareth Din? Who knows? After the loss of many comrades during our last expedition, I can't afford to lose one of my men again. That's why I'm working on my own this time. 2217. The passage on a ship wasn't as cheap as I thought, but it's the only way I can reach my destination. If the weather remains friendly, I'll be there in a couple of days. 2220. I reached my destination without further incidents. After I introduced myself at the front gates, I was allowed to enter the fortress. The whole facility is truly impressive, especially the view from the highest tower. It seems that the fortress hasn't been used for military purposes for quite a while now. Apart from the manned sentry towers, there are no trained soldiers to be seen in the entire fortress. My local contact person is the fortress's librarian, Caffey. After I introduced myself to him as a scholar, he was so kind as to offer me a free chamber to rest and study. 2221. Caffey took me on a guided tour through the entire fortress. I've heard that the fortress changed its proprietor quite often, and that it has been rebuilt quite often too. There were some mages that used to live here some time ago, and it seems as if they found out that the fortress is located above a source of magic energy. They fortified the southern part of the facility with 2 additional towers. Each tower represents a single element, similar to the residents of the Hand Brotherhood: air in the northeast, earth in the northwest, fire in the southwest, and water in the southeast. However, the fortress is being used as a trade post between the nearby Whitewater and the surrounding villages today. 2222. When I asked Caffey about the buried facility beneath the fortress, he told me that there's nothing more than ancient catacombs to be found down there. He said that I can find what I'm looking for in the northern part of this valley. There should be a precursor research site located in the area. The site was abandoned ages ago, and I wanted to pay the place a visit the next day. Caffey, however, told me that no one has succeeded in opening the entrance to the site. 2225. Today I found a shiny blue stone as I was trying to get some food from the basement. The stone seemed to be translucent at first, but the more I tried to look through it, the more opaque it became. I wanted to show the stone to Caffey, and I was looking for him in the southern tower. As I gazed into the stone again, a bright point of light appeared, and as I turned around, Caffey vanished. I climbed the ladder to the lower floor, as I realized that the second floor had vanished as well. Slowly, I began to realize that it wasn't Caffey who had vanished. It was I who had vanished. Suddenly, I realized that I wasn't in the fortress anymore. Instead, I found myself in an ice cave. It was hard to resist the urge to explore the cave to try to find out where the tunnel led. I was convinced that the strange stone was the key to my situation. I focused on the stone again, but the point of light didn't reappear. Maybe the fortress's towers provide the energy for the stone. But as I looked into the stone again, I suddenly returned to Caffey's chamber. I told Caffey what happened to me, but he wasn't surprised at all, since he'd read about the stone in the library some time ago. 2226. Excited by the recent events, I studied the book that Caffey got his information from. However, the book lacked in details, and I didn't get much knowledge from it. There are 4 stones, and each of them does only work in the appropriate tower. The search for the remaining 3 stones had to wait until I found out how to open the sealed gates of the ancient research site. Some successive pages are missing. 2230. I spent many days in the library together with Caffey, and without him I would have gone mad since we can't find any additional information. 2231. I was hitting the books deep into the night again until I found a first hint. There is a researcher named Zenus in the nearby city of Whitewater, and he is a collector of precursor tales and stories. As I was about to get some sleep, I was disturbed by some loud noise emerging from the courtyard. I heard loud voices, the cracking of a door, and I saw shapes cloaked in dark robes as I gazed through the open window into the courtyard. Some of them seemed to be chasing a young woman that was running for her life. Now I realized that the fortress was under attack, and it was too late to flee. Suddenly, someone knocked loudly on my door. I refused to open the door, and they crushed it within a second. I was taken to the prison tower before I even got a chance to resist. 2232. I was worried about Caffey since I was the only one that was put into the prison cell. 2234, skipping right over 33. The attackers must have realized that I'm a stranger to this place since they brought me to their chief. They were bandits, as I found out later. He interrogated me about why I was here, but I refused to tell him my true intentions. Instead, I told him that I was looking for a magical device lost in the fortress's catacombs. He didn't seem to be surprised by my story at all, but what he told me was a surprise for me. Those bandits used to live in the mountains not far from the fortress. Just north of the fortress, situated in a huge hollow, there is a strange pyramid. Now it was clear to me that he referred to the research site without knowing its true purpose. The bandits had to abandon their hideout after they were attacked by hordes of undead, which emerged from a cleft in the bottom of the valley. The bandits knew that they would find shelter and safety in the nearby fortress. After the bandit chief finished his story, he asked me if I had found any magic items in the catacombs. I decided to use the circumstances to my advantage. I told him that I'd found a protective spell which takes its power from the 4 elemental stones and makes the gates impassable. I remembered the haunted cathedral in Old Quarter and the 4 talismans that are now in my possession. Your possession? Okay. Entry 2235. I sealed the gates the next morning, and despite my expectations, I was set free. I was able to convince their leader to hide the talismans in safe places, since I didn't want to spread the undead plague to bordering lands. And as long as I'm in possession of the 4 Nexus stones, no one will be able to locate the talismans again. Apart from the green stone, I returned the 4 Nexus stones to where I had found them. Since I didn't remember where I'd found the white stone, I placed it on the top of one tower. I doubt that anyone will understand the purpose of a single stone, and therefore it should be quite secure up there. 2236. Artemis sent a message to me. He said Garrett would pay me a visit soon. I can't understand why our order accepted him as one of our members and let him go afterwards, but that can only be a sign of the coming dark times. I begin to wonder what happened to Caffey. I hope he managed to escape the bandits, since most other people were either killed, imprisoned, or left behind as prey for the undead. 2240. Slowly, I begin to understand what the next prophecy is all about. All of a sudden, a stranger appeared in the fortress, although it is impossible to pass the protective spell. He must be a powerful wizard if he could pass the gates with such ease, and the bandits accepted him as their new leader right away. I was shocked after I met him for the first time, since I couldn't tell if he was human or not. What was even more concerning was the fact that he wanted to unseal the fortress, to destroy the undead, as he said. The bandits believed in his words, but I am under the impression that he is responsible for the incident at the research site. He must be the one that summoned those vile creatures, and this fortress seems to be in his way. 2241. It turned out that his powers were not strong enough to penetrate the protective spells surrounding the fortress, so it came that he decided to talk to me. His eyes seemed to paralyze me, and I doubt that there is any humanity left in him. I refused to lift the spell, and for a moment I was afraid that he would kill me right away. Suddenly, a huge grin formed on his face, and he said that I should be banned to the same prison as he had been for ages. I was surprised to find myself in the same place where the Talisman of Earth is hidden. Suddenly, I noticed that the green Nexus Stone was no longer in my possession. I must have lost it while I was imprisoned again. I began to think of my earlier research, and I recalled that I'd heard of a certain mirror. This special mirror can be used to transform objects into their former state, and it should be possible to return to the real world with the use of that mirror, even without the help of the Nexus Stones. I hope that Keeper Artemis was right about it. Note for Garrett! In case I could not speak to you by myself, please read the following lines. Getting into Zenus's house turned out to be more complicated than we expected. However, Kathy knows somebody who might help us to get in. Her name is Beatrix, and it is likely that you will find her in the Milky Cow Bar. I don't know why you go to a bar for milk! She will not help us unless we pay her, but retrieving the necessary money should not be a problem for someone with your skills.
Did you understand all those things I wrote? Now listen, Garrett, you have to act quickly to find the Mirror of Return. With that, you can neutralize my ban and guide me back to reality. Beyond that, we can restore the connection stones in their native form. That would mean the fortress's protection magic will be active again. This should expel those hell creatures until Doomsday. But you'll need more equipment to find the other talismans. The Eye of Revelation protects you from being deceived and will let you see reality. This is how I've hidden the first talisman. Here, just try it on your own and get the talisman.
Oh. What? It's the lens of truth? Do I see... How did he do I see stuff that I wouldn't see otherwise? What? Wait. The fog disappears. Okay, it's the Eye of Revelation. Okay, so I'm not gonna remember half that stuff in that diary. It's too long, man. Seriously. Oh, well. Also, where is it? There it is. Yeah, weird. It's too long. I mean, yeah. So, what? Can I just use the stone again? What am I looking for here? Find and meet with Keeper Larius. What, that objective didn't check off? Why? I'm not done with him? Oh well, I can't remember stuff I read from that book like I try, but my mind is numbed. But can I just... Can't use the stone if I'm in a different tower. What am I supposed to use this all-seeing eye thingy for? He said try it and find something? I just forget. You, tell me again. Or don't. Well... Maybe I gotta... Maybe I gotta go back and use it in the real world? Oh, wait. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Well done. Now you know what to do. I'll be waiting here for your return. Good luck.
Okay. Also, where's the Eye of Thingness? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Collect the remaining 3 talismans to open the fortress's main gate. Leave the fortress in order to search for the Mirror of Return. Awesome! So, with that done, I'll see you guys next time, and bye for now.